The Super Ground is our Super Bowl, is skateboarding's Super Bowl. You want to see the best of the best go toe-to-toe, head-to-head. This is the time to watch it.
In my eyes, it is the biggest contest out of the year. We've been skating Street League for a while now, so it's the contest that I'm always most excited for.
It's the main event. That's it. It's the contest that crowns the champion of the year.
The level of skating is crazy.
I can see how much harder everyone else is going for at the Super Crown. Like, everyone's really bringing it all and going for their hardest stuff.
Regular season's regular season. Like, of course, you want to go in, you want to win every one, but the main goal is to make it to the Super Crown to actually get the title of that year.
You filtered everybody out. Now you got the cream of the crop for that season, and they're going toe-to-toe. That's what it is. Best of the best.
SLS has circled the globe this year. Paris, San Diego, Sydney, and Tokyo. And this weekend, the championship tour lands in São Paulo, Brazil. South America's largest city plays host to an international field of the world's best skateboarders as they stake their claim to the World Championship title on skateboarding's biggest stage. Today, we'll be inside Ibirapuera Gymnasium, where the most passionate skate fans on earth have come out to cheer on their favorite pros. It's the 2024 SLS Super Crown World Championship. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Paul Zitzer, along with the 2011 Super Crown champion, Sean Malto. Sean, it has been an incredible year of skateboarding all the way leading up to this, but this stop is different. This is the Super Crown.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, all these stops have led up to this moment. This is going to crown the greatest skater of 2024. So great energy in here. The fans are like really lit up. This place is gonna go crazy.
And we have an especially busy weekend. You're not going to want to miss any of it. Today, prelims starting right now, followed by men's prelims later at 2:00 p.m. Tomorrow, it all comes down to the final. Women's final at 11:15 a.m., men's final 3 o'clock. Don't miss any of it. The final so far has 3 skaters pre-qualified in. Chloe Covell from Australia and Rayssa Leal from Brazil have been trading wins all year long to get in 2 of those 3 spots. Liz Akama stacked more points than anyone. She's in the final as well. Those other 3 spots are open to today's prelim skaters. And here is a look at the skaters in the prelim. Basically, it's Rose Wetzlow and Paige Hine versus all of Japan. I mean, Sean, who do you like in that field?
I mean, this is a stacked up prelims, but I'm going with Coco Yoshizawa. I mean, the Paris 2024 Olympic gold medalist. And what I really like about her is she can bring her tricks onto these bigger rails, and we have a 15-stair rail on course, so I think she has a good chance. What about you?
I agree, but I'm going with Momiji Nishia. Not only does she have all the tricks and the style, but she's got the history. She's made the last 3 Super Crown finals, and in addition, made the podium at all 3. She placed second here last year. She's got a good shot at it. But now let's talk about how this contest works with the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. There are 2 sections to Street League, the line section and the single trick section. Each skater gets 2 45-second line attempts, followed by 5 single trick attempts anywhere on the course. A skater's top 4 scores count towards their final score with a maximum of 1 line score, but it's not required. And the top 3 skaters out of the prelims advance into the final. Those are the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. Sean, you mentioned the crowd earlier. They are already fired up, and half of them aren't even here yet. I heard this arena sold out, and it is going to get wild in here.
Yeah, I mean, Rayssa almost blew the doors off just walking around. She doesn't even skate today.
All right, time to meet the skaters. Rose Wetzlow from the Netherlands will be the first skater in.
Getting her back is the 2024 Olympic gold medalist, Coco Yoshizawa.
The lone American skating this weekend in the women's prelim. Paige Hine from Chandler, Arizona, trying to make her first Super Crown final.
Next up, it's going to be Aoi Uemura. She took a hard slam in practice, so it's good to see her up there, feeling healthy enough to skate.
And the 2020 Olympic gold medalist, Momiji Nishida from Japan.
One of my favorites, Funa Nakayama. One of the best front crooks in the game.
And one more skater coming out of Japan. Another one who's made 3 Super Crown finals in a row. Yumika Oda, can she do it again? Brazilian crowds get wild, and they are just starting to show up, though. They're also famous for getting to places late, fashionably late. They'll be here. Let's talk about Super Crown world champions from over the years. Look at it. Rayssa Leal winning the last 2. She's trying to get her 3rd here this weekend to tie Nyjah Huston's all-time 3-peat record. Before that, it was back-to-back with another Brazilian, Pamela Rosa. And way back in 2018, Aoi Nishimura from Japan. And we're gonna send it down to the 3rd member of our team, Andrew Cannon.
Thanks, Paul. Rayssa, you're pre-qualified into the finals. How are you feeling about it? Does that make you more nervous, or do you prefer that?
I don't know. Actually, it was a consequence about the other trialing, but I think it's more easier because the level is like growing up a lot, so it's hard. But yeah, I'm happy to be in the final, yeah.
Now, everywhere you walk in this arena, people want pictures, autographs. You are so famous down here in Brazil. Does that put pressure on you? We've got 2 back-to-back Super Crown wins. How are you feeling heading into this?
Yeah, it makes me feel special because, you know, so many people and they are here to watch the skateboard, and you feel like when you're skating you feel that everybody's hugging you, so that makes me feel special, yeah.
That's amazing. All right, and last but not least, what do you think of this course? From looking at it, it feels like it's great for you.
Yes, I think so. The only thing is the rail is a little long, but yeah, we like some different things. But the rest of the park is very good.
Awesome. Well, best of luck. We can't wait to watch you skate tomorrow. Take it back to you guys in the booth.
Taking a look back at last year with the G-Shock time capsule, Rayssa's gonna want to be in this same spot again at the end of this weekend.
I mean, the fact that she has a chance to tie Nyjah Huston's record at such a young age, pretty incredible.
What has she got to do to make that happen?
First and foremost, I think she has to beat Chloe. That's kind of the storyline of this whole year. Her and Chloe just trading places, so she's gonna have to bring the heat.
And we are ready to drop in the skaters in the prelim round here from the Super Crown World Championship in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Rose Wetsloot from the Netherlands, first skater in. Sean, how is it to be the first in?
It's so hard, especially, you know, you kind of get iced out a little bit because you do the intros and then everybody kind of sets up and then you have another few minutes, so you're kind of waiting around, nerves start building. Rose is handling it though pretty nicely.
Rose has been in one Super Crown final. That was back in 2021. She's trying to get back there. She's actually made the last 7 finals of SLS events she skated. She tends to be super consistent.
Yeah, she's really good at having her set moves and kind of sticking to them.
And she does it in her first run of 2. It seems like so much about a skater's results in an environment like this is managing nerves.
Yeah, 100%. It's tough. You never know how your body's going to react. It changes from every event because the courses are always different. But she's been in this position so much. I feel like she kind of knows.
Solid run for Rose to kick things off, 4.4. So with 7 skaters trying to make the top 3, you're gonna probably want a higher run score than a 4.4.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to average, 4.4 is gonna be a throwaway.
Coco Yoshizawa in for her first of 2 in the line section. Gold medalist from Paris. Got rid of the knee pads. Looking more and more like a street skater. Clean. Okay, how do we...
I think that's more like the finals that we're looking for. I mean, that was a Super Crown run right there. She started on the big rail. Front feebled. Yeah, I mean, I'm always a fan of starting on the big rail and ending on the big rail. I think that's the highest scoring spot on the course, so you might as well try to get 2 tricks on it. And there it is, 6.9. I think that's such a solid first run score.
Sean, you skated this course some. How big is that, 15?
So I skated it a little bit. Okay. I didn't jump on the 15 stair rail.
Okay, that says a lot.
The rail is big, but it's perfect. It's great dimensions, not too steep, not too mellow. I kind of like that you can go fast at it, which is nice. But, it's something, 15 stairs is no joke. It's something you have to deal with.
Paige Hine is in for her first of 2. Starting out on the big rail also, keeping it going from there. Famous for her switch skating. Got a lot of switch front boards, switch front 50s. Those are, we've seen, they get a lot of points, but they can be risky.
Yeah, I mean, no one's skating switch down the big section other than maybe Chloe with the switch flip down, but switch on the rail, not a lot of these competitors are really doing that. So Paige is kind of setting herself apart.
So Paige not having a perfect run. She's gonna have to look to her second run for a higher score. Started out good. .2.8 for Paige. Aoi Urimura coming in for her first of 2. She took a horrendous slam about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was violent. Down the 15 stair rail, got pitched back. I don't exactly know what happened, but she was on the ground for a solid 6 minutes.
And if you can't hear the crowd, they went crazy for that back lip because they appreciate somebody who can get off the ground and put the same trick back down moments later. She looks like she might be in some pain, but she's out there doing it. The crowd is behind her in a huge way here. It's gotta help. So getting beaten up here, but she's on her feet. We'll see if she can keep it going.
I mean, skating's already so hard, and to be able to get through a contest run with a sore back makes it so much worse.
2.4 for Aoi. Momiji coming in second place last year in Sao Paulo. She's got it like that. She is so overdue for a win at this point, but today's just prelims. She's got to get to the finals first. What's it going to take here in the prelims? Is it going to be consistency, or do they have to go above and beyond and do winning type moves to get a top 3 spot? What are your thoughts?
I think it has to go above and beyond. I mean, these are the best of the year. The top 7 of the year are in this prelim, so you're gonna have to go pretty hard. Momichi's coming off that amazing Adidas part too.
What about the difference between having to skate the prelim versus pre-qualified straight to the final? Let's put us in tomorrow's mindset.
Yeah, I think it just depends who you are. I've talked to some people that, Yuto, for example, he thinks pre-qualifying into the finals is kind of a kiss of death. He never does well when he pre-qualifies, but when he has to qualify, he feels like he can catch a rhythm in. I always like to just be in there, but
just take the easiest path. I get
exactly.
it. 5.7 for Momiji, good enough for second. Next in from Japan, Funa Nakayama. She had a great 2024 season. She got 6th in Paris, 4th in San Diego, 3rd in Sydney, and then just missed the cut in Tokyo by 1. She's in almost every final. She's got the tricks, she has the consistency. It's just a matter of keeping it going here. Classic Funa. Oh, ollie down the stairs.
Boneless on the quarter pipe.
Was that planned, or did she think she was going to be done with her run and she still had time on the clock? Because that was kind of a fizzler of a finish, but.
Yeah, I mean, the front crook was definitely the ending of that.
She had a lot of great tricks in that run. The front blunt, the nose blunt, the front crook.
Yeah, skated both hubbas. Kind of made her way around the whole course, which I think is always a cool move to do. That nose blunt slide.
Trying to catch a 6.9. Close. 6.6. Japan in the top 3. Netherlands in that 4th spot now. Remember, it's all about the top 3 today. That's all that matters. Make it on to tomorrow. Yumika Oda in. Final skater before we go back to the top. Oh no. Yumika won Apex Stop 3, the UCI spot this year. She can do it.
Yeah, she's really good at the singles too. I don't think she's really known for her lines as much as, you know, she has the kickflip front board and the kickflip front feebles, and she can take that down the bigger rails. And so I think she'll be all right.
Over the past 2 years, Paige has learned to skate under SLS pressure. Let's hear more from her on that in this Pro Perspective presented by Cup Noodles.
Say like the Super Crown to me is like the grand finale. It's at the end of the season and you have to like qualify now to get to it, so kind of the grand finale. Definitely like a little bit more pressure, especially since it's in Brazil. The crowd here is just like crazy, so it like makes you want to skate better. I definitely think it helps the crowd being like super into it, because last year I like fell in my run, but then everyone was like screaming, and then it just like got me super excited to like get up and like keep going. My personal goal right now for the weekend is just to have fun, because I just got off an injury, so just having fun here. Being here honestly just means a lot. I don't know, I think Brazil is just fun. Everyone's excited, everyone's like pumped. They like to be super loud, and I think it's great for skateboarding.
This is the SLS Super Crown World Championship from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Women's prelims, first heats are in the books. First run, I should say. Back to the top of the order for Rose Zwetslow for her second of 2 runs. She's currently in 4th place, but it's all about finishing this prelim in the top 3. Top 3 skaters advance to tomorrow's final. Rose spending a lot of time on the smaller obstacles in this run so far. Yes.
And that's what you need to do when you skate the smaller obstacles. You have to get more tech.
So do the judges mind? She basically used 1/3 of the course.
I definitely think that comes into play, but this course is a first one in a while that's identical on both sides, so I don't think it matters as much as other courses. Yeah, this heel flip front board, definitely gonna make an improvement on that 4.4.
So Rose trying to at least get into the top 3, and she doesn't do it. But she's got more to work with moving into the single trick section. Coming in next, Koko Yoshizawa from Japan. Look at the consistency stats, 88% in the line section. That's high. That is really high.
That is very high.
So basically she bails 1 trick out of every probably 2 lines. Nice backside tail slide across the bench.
I love that backsmith.
She's got a lot of tasteful tricks. Setting up for the big section. Wow. Nice front board, taking it to fakie, and that is time. Koko Yoshizawa on run number 2.
Really good front feeble into the back feeble. Pick another one of those just smart contest skaters, know what scores, get to that bigger rail.
There we go. Good enough for the lead, 7.1. Got a glimpse of Chloe Covell watching the prelims, happily not having to skate today. You'll see her tomorrow. Paige Heim in for her second run. You heard the goal is just to have fun. I mean, that makes sense in that if you're having fun, you're more inclined to be able to make your tricks.
Yeah, you know, that's just a kind of a tactic to take some pressure off. Right. Just smile, try to pretend you're at your hometown park.
All right, switch, front board, not happening.
Paige is also coming through off of kind of a slew of injuries this year. She missed a couple stops. She broke her ankle earlier this year, came back from that. And then I think she broke her wrist fairly recently.
Switch front board, not happening. Gonna have to save it for single tricks. As we've mentioned, you can take a line score into your final score, but you don't have to. I mean, obviously that puts a lot of pressure on the skater to make 4 out of the 5 singles.
But it's kind of good, so it doesn't mean that Paige is out of it by any means.
Aoi Urimura in for her second run. The crowd is fired up. Let's see if she can withstand the pain. Starting strong with the backside lip slide down that 15 stair.
Solid run so far.
Aoi making it happen. Nice work.
Nice run under the circumstances.
All right, does the crowd influence the judging?
Nah, I think these judges are, they're so good at taking emotion out of it. I think they just score as is. And for Aoi, we know what she's capable of. Unfortunately, she took that slam, so she's kind of running at a solid 60%, I would say, of what she probably wanted to do. But still put herself in contention.
Momiji in next, 92% consistency in the line section. Average line score 5.3, and that's lower than what she already has posted, at 5.7. So she's beating her own average right now. Take that into the single trick. Coming off on this second run is not going to help. How's that gap out to Hubba compared to the 15 rail?
It's definitely harder. It's awkward because it's the same level. Might even be a little lower, but those Hubbas are steeper than what they look like they are, and they end pretty low, so it kind of shoots you straight into the ground.
Rail got in the way.
Also, this concrete on this course is weirdly sticky. Like it's almost a little chalky, and you can kind of see it when Momiji fell, kind of got all over her pants, but it's a little more grippy. It almost feels like a tennis court ground. Kind of hard to tray flip. Sometimes going nollie and fakie too gets a little weird.
Funa currently in second place with her 6.6 first run score. So this run won't be matching that one. But she'll be going into the single tricks in a solid spot. There's Rayssa Leal. Ah, the crowd loves Rayssa. So two-time defending Super Crown champion, if she can do it again this weekend.
Is that a BB Seguros logo chain that she's wearing?
Classy. Looks like it is.
That is.
So Funa with a 1.1. We'll stick with that first line score of a 6.6. Final skater in the line section here, Yumika Oda, trying to move out of the basement, trying to break into the top 3, sticking the kickflip back 50 on the bench.
One of the best kickflips in the contest.
Huge 15 stair front feeble, front 180 down the little set. 15 seconds left. There you go, that's just what you're talking about, Sean. Solid kickflip.
Such a good flick.
She will improve on a 1.6. How high will that score go? Trying to crack into the top 3.
Oh, barely getting that wheel over on the back lip. I mean, I think this is going to be a really solid score. She hit the big rail twice, flipped her board into the bench, and then ended with this kickflip down the set.
Good enough for top 3?
I think so.
We'll see. 7.3, good enough for the lead. There we go. Top 3 skaters right now, all coming out of Japan, and the 4th place skater.
Went from last to first.
Just like that. Current standings after the line section. With so much at stake, top 3 skaters from today will advance to tomorrow's final. Right now, that's Yumika Oda, Koko Yoshizawa, and Funa Nakayama. But it's not over yet. We've got single trick section coming up. Top 4 scores overall count towards the skaters' final. Top 3 will advance. You are watching the 2024 Street League Super Crown. There's our current leader right there, Yumika Oda. Stick around, see if she can hang on and make it to the final.
Street League apresentado por BB Seguros, para tudo que importa. São Paulo é esporte, São Paulo é lazer, São Paulo são todos. Heineken, brindar sem álcool, agora você pode. Heineken 0.0, sabor de qualidade, zero álcool, produto destinado a adultos. And by Vivo, viva no seu tempo.
Welcome back, everybody. São Paulo, Brazil for the SLS Super Crown World Championships. What a city. So many skateboarders live here, and the fans are fanatical. They're the best in the world, the most passionate skate fans on earth. Taking a look back at the 2024 Championship Tour schedule. The key names on that list are Chloe Covell and Rayssa Leal. Trading wins all year long. Chloe won to kick things off in Paris, and then she won later in Sydney. Rayssa won in San Diego, and then she won the last stop in Tokyo. Who's it gonna be this time from Sao Paulo? One of those or somebody new? We'll find out tomorrow. So much has gone down in this 2024 season. Check it out in the Look Back, presented by Cariuma. It's been an amazing season so far, and we are here in Sao Paulo in the Super Crown Prelims. We're in the midst of the women's prelims, men's still to come. Andrew Cannon down on the course with one of the skaters we'll be seeing later. Andrew.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm down here with Manny Santiago. The fans are rabid. They want your autograph. Talk to me about the format. You've skated in SLSs for so many years. Are you excited that it's not a knockout round, or are you nervous about that?
Yeah, I've been skating Street League for over 10 years. I like the format changing over time. It evolves. This format is cool for a Super Crown because it gives everybody an equal opportunity to make the cut into the finals. So I think it's awesome for the Super Crown to be like this, and the course is amazing.
Oh, yeah, so let's talk about the course. Anything out there that you really like or you don't like?
I like that they kept it very similar to last year's Super Crown, but they kind of like evolved it into a newer course. So there's similar obstacles that are actually not similar, but visibly look similar. And they got a big rail in the middle, which is always the best.
How about this crowd?
And that's the best part of being in Brazil. Brazil has literally the best crowd for skateboarding, and it is amazing, and I love all the fans, and I love all you guys. Obrigado, Manny Santiago, en la casa. What's up?
Best of luck to you, Manny. Back to you guys.
Nice. I think Manny was just thanking himself for being in the house, which is rad.
Thank you, Manny, for being here.
Before we get into singles, it's the re-rack. So last skater will go first. That'll be Paige Hine. Currently #1 ranked skater will skate last, Yumika Oda. That's the re-rack. One last time to talk about how this contest works with the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. We saw each skater take their 2 45-second line attempts. Now each skater will have 5 single trick attempts anywhere on the course. Their top 4 scorers count towards the final with a maximum of 1 of those line scores, but it's not required. And then the top 3 skaters will move on to tomorrow's final, where they'll skate against Chloe Covell, Rayssa Leal, and Liz Akama. Those are the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. Paige Hine, first in, currently sitting in 7th place. Trick #1 of 5. Going back for this switch front board, and she sticks it. So we've talked about in the past, you can't repeat tricks that you landed in the line section. But Paige did not land that switch front board. Here she gets it in her first of 5 single trick attempts.
Yeah, definitely great trick, switch front board. It is the small rail though, and I think judges know she's capable of doing it on the big rail. Probably not going to be a high-scoring trick. Yeah, 4.5.
4.5. Now, we have seen times where sheer consistency can rule the day, though, where everybody else falls trying harder tricks. They don't get 4 scores on the board, and you can beat them with a few average scores. Could happen.
That might be regular season, but I don't think that's going to happen at the Super Crown.
You're probably right.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't bank on that.
Right. It's a bad strategy.
Yeah.
You don't want to make all your tricks and not move on.
That would be the worst. You know, might as well go out trying. Especially, you're kind of behind the 8 ball here. But Aoi coming in with this front feeble down the 15 stair handrail.
7. New leader, Aoi, so far making the comeback of the century. That slam, I mean, if you saw it, it was something you didn't want to see. How about that?
Yeah.
Rose Wetsloat coming in for her first of 5. Solid frontside lip slide on the 15. Heineken replay, front lip, bolts all day long.
Heineken 0.0.
5.4.
Got a little better than the 0.0 right there.
Nice. So Rose up into 2nd place. Momiji in. How's the back lip score versus the front lip? Obviously higher. How much higher?
I would say a lot higher. Just so much harder to go backwards, getting up and around.
Seems like an easy one for Momiji.
Yeah, she's so solid.
6.5. Great score for Momiji. She moves up into 2nd. We're going to see a lot of movement on the leaderboard as skaters work their way towards posting 4 total scores. But you're just going to want to stay focused on those top 3. Funa Nakayama in. Front crook down the 15. That's going to be huge.
I think that's by far the best trick so far of the contest. Front crook. Locked in perfect. What I like about this rail is they made it round on the top. So it locks in like a round rail, but they have the bigger support beam for nose blunts and tail slides.
You called it, 7.8. Highest score of the prelim. And we move on to Koko Yoshizawa. Clean backsmith.
Perfect, dipped.
Seven even. So back lip, backsmith, same score. Yumika in for her first of 5. There we go.
Yeah, you know, backsmith and front feebles have become a very standard trick,
right,
for the women's contest.
They still score really well.
I mean, they're not easy to do. I just think over the years, people have seen the scores and just
added them to their routine.
You kind of have to learn them.
Yeah. 7. So this is where we see some of that strategy coming into play. If somebody wants to just stay in the mix till the end, that's where you go. Back lip, back Smith, front feeble. Page coming in, going for the switch front 50. What happened there?
Just came up a little short. I was saying this early when I first came to the course. That little down rail, it's taller and mellower than what I would like to skate. I think it just makes it a little harder. It's can't really gap out too much because it's shorter. But if you go slow, you have to pop pretty high.
Aoi, back Smith. The crowd has a favorite for sure. And Aoi's making it work. Okay, let's talk about this. You slam like that today, and you get back up and finish the contest. Then you wake up tomorrow. How's that?
That's tough, but I'm sure she has a great team around her to...
She better.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to get some massages, ice baths.
Rose, 64% consistency in the single trick section. She's got some work to do. Oh, that was nice. Front salad.
Frontside dress and grind.
Okay, how do you score that versus back lip, back Smith, front feeble?
I personally think it's harder than those tricks. And what I do like is it's different. You know, we've been seeing a lot of back Smith and front feebles. First time we're seeing a frontside salad grind.
And Rose, famously the first woman to unlock Hollywood 16 with the front 50. So she's not afraid. 6.8, so the judges not quite there in comparison to the back lip.
I think a lot of people would rather backsmith that rail than front salad it, so.
Momiji in.
Well, now that I say that.
She does that trick though better than almost anyone. She's always gonna break that one out. If she can get a 6.8 like that, she might as well.
I like how she exited off to the left. It means she was really in it. She was locked in, popped out a little bit.
The judges agree.
0.1.
Funa just trying to keep it going here. 2 great scores so far. 6.6 in the line section, 7.8 on her first single. She's got that pretty solid consistency. Crook. So she front crooked it, now back crooked it.
That was a great heel flip she did too.
In some ways, maybe she got the hard work out of the way early, and now she can just finish with her easier tricks and cruise on through into the top 3. We'll see.
I like that strategy, you know? Get your higher scoring tricks out of the way and then kind of see how the field does to see where you need to go.
Oh, classic Coco. Big spin front board down the 15.
That is a heavy one to do. Big spin front board. It's PB Seguro's replay. Yeah, she just can scoop it so good. It just goes straight into that front board. Look at that. She slid probably 8-10 feet of that rail too.
New leader, 8.6. Yumika Oda on deck.
That was amazing. Kickflip, front board.
Okay, if the Big E front board got the 8.6, kickflip front board gets the...
I think it's comparable. Maybe the big spin front board might be a little bit harder, but it's definitely into the 8s.
Well, there's no question the Japanese skaters are dominating this prelim. 8.7 for Yumika, good enough for the lead. Wow. Download TrueSkate on your mobile and enter the live Super Crown event. Complete all the missions in the event to unlock a virtual replica of this year's championship course. Play now to skate like the Super Crown, just like the SLS pros. Attempt number 3 of 5 in the single trick section here in the prelims. Sao Paulo Super Crown. All these skaters trying to make the top 3 into tomorrow's final, and Paige has been struggling today.
Yeah, I don't think she was feeling great coming into this. You know, we talked about her coming off some injuries, and I even asked her about skating this big rail switch, and she said that she wanted to do it, but obviously probably not feeling up to it today.
So crowd favorite, Aoi Uemura. She's in 4th place, trying to bump up into the top 3. She can absolutely do it with any trick she lands. Ooh, that would definitely get it done. Front blunt down to 15. She's trying to post her 4th score and lock in a spot into the finals tomorrow. Rose Zwetslow in 6th. She's looking for her 4th score. All she needs is a 2.7 to move into the top 3. But again, that can all change once all the skaters posted 4 scores. Oh, take that, huh?
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
You don't want to do that at your local skate park, but here at the Super Crown, you gotta, all's fair.
Yeah, gloves are off, front blunt down the rail. I think that's 2 in a row. She kind of bobbled on her throwdown, but still is able to hang on just enough to land it.
.1. So Rose on top the leaderboard. So Rose is the first skater to have 4 scores locked in. Momiji Nishia. All right. 3.7 moves her into the top 3. 6.7 puts her in the lead. She gap 50'd it in her run. Now she gapped to 5.0.
Yeah, gap 5.0. You know, we get it. This is our first look at someone skating this hubba like that, so let's see what the judges think about it.
It is a far gap before you even get to that hubba. But like you said, it kind of shoots you into the ground. Lot to think about there. Judges earning their money here right now.
I think this is going to set the tone for not only the women's contest, but the men's prelims as well, 6.9. I think that scores really well. I think you 5-0 the handrail, it's definitely a couple points less than that.
So Momiji Nishia in the lead. Coco Yoshizawa now in 4th place, but Funa is in. A 5.9 moves her into the lead. And we've seen that back lip score a 7. 3 or 4 times now.
I think the back lip, 6.5?
Oh, was that 6.5? I
think back Smith was 7.
Back Smith was 7.
Which makes sense.
Fair.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.5.
6.5, still good enough for first place for Funa. Coco Yoshizawa. So the lead keeps changing. If she stays on, whatever she throws down, I'm going to assume it's going to be good enough to move into the lead. Oh! Kickflip front board. Yumika got the 8.7 for the kickflip front board.
I didn't know Coco had that. Kickflip front board.
This is what we came for here, to see the skaters throw down, push each other with each consecutive trick as we move on. Each skater trying to make that top 3 into the final. 8.7. Same score that Yumika got on that same trick. So Coco in the lead. Once again, top 3 goes to Japan. Rose Sweatslow now outside that top 3. Yumika Oda trying to get back in there, needs an 8.5 to take the lead. Back over Crook.
Wow. You know, I'm a fan of the backside over Crook. Yumika Oda, this is pretty awesome to see. This is new tricks that I've never seen Yumika back over Crook the rail.
So she's gonna move into the top 3. It's just a matter of what spot will she have. And then it's gonna be top 4. All Japanese skaters. Rose Sweatslow will be moving into 5th. 8.3, Yumika moves into 2nd. All right, Paige in. This is for Pride.
Paige just switched Ollie in the set, I think. Just trying to get through this, not feeling 100%.
Aoi fighting through the effects of the slam she took earlier. Doing a great job. Needs a 7.5 to move into the top 3. Close. That front blunt will get it done for her, but things could change between now and her final attempt. So it would have been enough for now, but we'll see in a few tries. Rose Sweatslow in 5th place. A 6.5 moves her on to tomorrow, assuming no one else takes her back off of that spot, but we'll see. Oh, not getting it done there. She's gonna have one try left to try to make it into the top 3. These Japanese skaters have just been too good.
I mean, they're the best.
Except for Chloe and Rayssa.
Yeah. They're the best.
They're the best right now.
Right now.
Momiji getting close. It's become one of her go-to tricks lately. She usually makes it. She's gonna have one more crack at it. Funa Nakayama, the top 3 advance to the final. She is in that top 3. She's gonna wanna build on that score. She'll be trying to get rid of a 6.5. Anything better than that is gonna help her out. Sorry, anything better than the 5.8 is gonna help her out.
I mean, it's kind of cool to see. Because usually for prelims, you can kind of coast your way in. Back lips, front feebles, backsmith, kind of your standard tricks. But we've seen this level. We've seen 2 kickflip front boards on the rail, a big spin front board on a rail, the heel flip front board attempt, back over crook. The level is definitely risen for the Super Crown.
Koko Yoshizawa, current leader, trying to get rid of a 7. I think she may be practicing for the final.
Yeah,
top 3 advance.
Coco's in such a good spot. I mean, 2 7s, 2 8s. She's chilling.
Yumika in 2nd, trying to move up 1 spot.
Trying to wiggle that foot in position to do the crook nollie flip across the flat bar.
So that was the end of attempt 4 of 5 here in the women's prelim. Now we do the re-rack based on current standings. So the lowest ranked skater will go first. And number 1 ranked Koko Yoshizawa will go last. So the first 4 names on the screen there, from Paige to Momiji, are all fighting on these final attempts to move into one of those top 3 spots. Paige can't get there, but she can go out on a high note. Yes! Switch flip.
So sick.
Down the 5. So too little, too late, but still.
Respect, switch flip the set on the way out.
You know, and as a skater, I love the switch flip more than almost anything going down the handrail right now. You know, all those tricks are great, they're hard and scary, but the switch flip is just like tasteful and awesome.
Yeah,
Chloe
well
likes
said.
it.
She did it good too.
Aoi Urimura from Japan. She has one last try to squeeze into that top 3 and move on to tomorrow. after taking a horrible slam earlier today. The crowd is behind her. She's done a lot of work to get to this point to set herself up for this moment. Can she make this right here, get a 7.5 or better, and potentially move on to tomorrow's final?
This is the trick she slammed on that she's going for, too. Puts a lot of pressure.
Back nose blunt.
Back nose blunt. Earlier, she came up a little short, and that's what tossed her from the top of the rail to her back, but...
Hey, I gotta think that she might be a little relieved that she's done.
Yeah.
Not that she wasn't trying, but there's only so much you can take sometimes.
100%.
Rose Sweatsloat can move into the top 3 with a 6.5 or better.
Oh.
So close. Heel flip front board down the 15, not quite. A valiant effort.
Ah, she had that too.
So close. So, one skater left who can possibly disrupt that top 3 and bump Funa Nakayama from 3rd into 4th. Momiji needs a 6.5 or better. Here we go. Oh! That's so clutch. Momiji sticking the crook nollie heel. That score is going to be good enough to get her into the top 3. And now, Funa Nakayama is going to have to back that up with something.
Look at that crook nollie heel. It flipped so slow, she went all the way down to the end of the bank.
Wow, and still made it look so cool because she had to just wait it out.
How amazing is that? She ended her video part with a crook nollie heel. Now she's doing it in the Super Crown.
6.5. 8.8. There we go. Momiji moves into 3rd place with a 29.1 overall score. Funa Nakayama just got bumped out of the top 3, and it comes back to her, and she needs an 8.3. This is a must-land situation.
She's been working on this nose blunt all year long, too. I think she's yet to really make one on the big section of any course. So this is kind of what she's saving up for, this moment in the Super Crown right now.
Oh, that was close. So the finals are set. Those top 3 skaters are locked. What a great prelim.
Heavy prelim.
So the Japanese skaters do get it done here today in the prelim. Paige and Rose not quite able to get there. Yumika working on the crook nollie flip. Maybe we'll see it tomorrow in the final. Koko Yoshizawa, last skater to do one last trick here in the prelim. No pressure on this one.
No. If I was Coco's manager, I would have her stay away from the big rail right now.
Yeah.
You're in first. Oh, see.
That would have been good advice. Taking a little bit of a slam there. Seems to be okay.
Just unnecessary.
But in her defense, what she's doing right there, probably taking a little practice attempt for tomorrow's final. See if it works. That might have been the first time she tried that on the big rail.
Yeah, true. I mean, you want to get as much practice in as possible, but that was a very unnecessary slam.
So Momiji Nishia was clutch in that final trick. And she is Monster Energy's highest scoring trick of the day with that crook nollie heel for the 8.8. Congratulations to Momiji Nishia. There she is, feeling a little bit of relief, a lot of relief, sticking that trick on her final attempt and just getting into that top 3. Here's the final standings after women's prelims. Coco Yoshizawa, Yumika Oda, and Momiji Nishia all getting it done for Japan and moving into tomorrow's Super Crown final. Here is Snickers making the cut. Same trick, same result. Momiji Nishia makes the cut with the crook nollie heel. Yumika getting it done. Kickflip front board, down the big rail. And then #1 qualifier, Coco Yoshizawa saying, I can do that too.
Yeah.
I got that.
I didn't know we'd see a kickflip front board. And we saw 2 of them.
Yeah, we're gonna see more tomorrow. Rayssa Leal. She'll be in that final tomorrow with the top 6. Let's take a look at tomorrow's start list. It's gonna be heavy. We've got the 2 winners from all 4 stops skating tomorrow, Chloe Covell and Rayssa Leal. On the far right of your screen there, you see Liz Akama. She finished the season #1 in points. She won one of the Apex stops and was in every final throughout the year. And then Momiji, Yumika, and Coco making it through from today's prelim. So much more still to come. We have men's prelims coming up today at 2:00 p.m. 17 skaters taken to the course, and they too will be skating for only 3 spots. That is going to be hectic, to say the least.
It's heavy. It's going to be tough.
And then tomorrow, tune in for the women's final and men's final. Here's a look at what's to come for the men later today. So here's how this is going to go down. Heat 1 are the lowest ranked skaters of the season, and as we move through the heats later, the highest ranked skaters will skate last. Carlos Ibarra will be first in, followed by Manny Santiago, Felipe Mota, and Daiki Ikeda. A wide range of skaters right there in heat #1. That's going to be fun to watch. But it is not winner takes the heat anymore. It's top 3 overall. These are not knockout rounds. Heat #2, the wild man, Jay Hanks coming in from Colombia. And then Vincent Malou got 2nd last year. And then the veteran DeCenzo, and then Midler, another wild man.
Another wild man. I was going to say, he might be the wildest card out here.
Heat 3, this is where it gets really heavy. These are the top-ranked skaters that didn't make it into tomorrow's final. Of course, Yuto, 2-time defending gold medalist now from the Olympics, and Nyjah Houston. It is going to be incredible. So, stick around for men's prelims coming up later. But in the meantime, congratulations to all the women moving on to tomorrow's final. Thanks for tuning in from all of us at Street League. See you later today in the men's prelims from Street League.